Zach, it is week 5 of the NFL season, and we are deep into it in the NFL Pick Show.
Oh,
You are
yeah.
in first place still somehow, still a lot of time left, a lot of game left, but you are at 17-7. Okay, so people, now is the time to start fading Zach's picks because it's about
Jump
to
on
end
board.
poorly. Pigoy is in second at 13-11. I am in third barely at 9-13-2. And Maddie is in last place at 8-15-1. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Zach, who do you got in the noon games?
I have the Saints going into New England +1. I think the Pats are not very good. I think the Saints are a pretty good team. They got Alvin Kamara back. I think that the Saints, I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they can stay around 500 for the team that they have.
My only worry, I like that pick, but my only worry is I don't know how healthy Derek Carr is. And also, I have a hard time betting against Bill Belichick.
True. But Jameis.
But, yeah, well, that's true.
But yeah, I think, yeah, so we got Saints, and then we got Colts +2.5 at home against the Titans. I don't think the Titans are a very good team right now. I think that Derrick Henry had a pretty good game last week, but the Colts, I think that they can be a decent team. I don't know. Boomy, help me out here. Colts running back.
Jonathan Taylor.
I think he's back this week.
Okay, so he got activated from the PUP list, but I don't think he's playing this week.
No, well, that stinks. Well, that's not a problem. But +2.5, I'll take it. Colts, prove me wrong.
Yeah, I stayed away from this game, but like I like Anthony Richardson a lot, which is hard for me to say because I hated him at Florida. I thought he's not very good. And now I'm starting to realize that might be Billy Napier's fault. But
all the guys that got drafted, I think it's like him and CJ Stroud are having the best season so far.
CJ Stroud is really good.
Really good.
I don't hate that pick either. I'm going to use the Sunday morning game as one of my noon games, and I'm going to take the Bills -5.5. And I understand that Jacksonville plays really well in England, but the Bills are finally starting to hit a stride. The Bills are coming off that huge win over the Dolphins, who are probably the best team they've played so far. They're really, really starting to hit that stride, and I think that Jacksonville is going to have a little bit of an inflated ego after beating a bad Atlanta team. So I really like the Bills here to win by a touchdown, but it does worry me. Being in London, it might be a low-scoring game, but I just think the Bills are starting to it might be too early, but they tend to do that. They start off a little slow, and then they start hitting their stride. I like what the Bills are going to do here this weekend. And then I will also take that this one is probably my biggest stretch of the weekend, and this is probably going to bite me in the butt here. I'm going against the idea of picking home in interdivision home dogs. I'm going to take the Ravens -4.5 at Pittsburgh. And I'm strictly just doing this on the sense that I think Pittsburgh is awful. I think Pittsburgh is a bottom 5 team.
They've come to life here.
The Ravens or the Steelers?
The Ravens. I said they come to life here a little bit. They've been playing well.
Yes. They're so banged up. I don't understand. Like, they're 3-1. Their only losses to the Colts. But, like, they blew the doors off the Browns last week.
Lamar Jackson's showing he can throw the ball.
Yes. I think Pittsburgh is awful. Yeah. And that's strictly why I'm taking this. Who do you got in the afternoon?
Might play, but he's going to be hurt.
Yes. It only worries me because it's an interdivision game at Pittsburgh. That one is my stretch of the week. Who you got in the afternoon, dude?
I have the Bengals going into Arizona -3. I think the Bengals are at some point going to have to turn it around here. And I think the Cardinals are just not good. And then the Jets, what were the Jets? I think +2. Going into
Two
Denver?
and a half.
Two and a half. The Broncos stink bad. And I think that the Jets, they've been playing well. We got a little momentum going. See if they can go in. I just think they said the Broncos are really bad.
And I think the Broncos are going to come off of being on that high, thinking that they did something by beating the Bears last week.
That's also a game that we're going to look back and be like, dang, I wish we had that one back.
Yeah, I like both of those picks so much. I also have the Bengals -3. I know Joe Burrow is not 100%, but I think that the Cardinals might have peaked. And I think especially you get into week 5, and I know Josh Dobbs got brought in very, very late. Now is the time where teams are going to start figuring out Josh Dobbs' tendencies within this offense. And this, let's be honest, this Cardinals team is not very good. And they've shown that at many points. Yeah, they beat the Cowboys, but they've had moments where they don't look very good. And I think this is a very good opportunity for the Bengals to get right here and even go in with a banged up Joe Burrow and take care of business and win by more than a field goal, I think is more than plausible here. My other pick, this one also might come back to bite me here, but the Chiefs -4. I mean, there is a part of my brain that says that the Vikings have to figure it out at some point. But like, if they were going up against anybody but the Chiefs, I would probably agree. But it's the Chiefs, and the Vikings stink. So give me the Chiefs.
Will Taylor Swift be there? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Who do you got in the Sunday night game, the Cowboys 49ers?
49ers -3.5. I mean, the 49ers are so good at home, especially at Sunday Night Football. I think they're going to win pretty handily.
I mean, the Cowboys. I think that the 49ers have not played anybody. Cowboys had a bad week against the Cardinals a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they did. They screwed me out of Survivor Pool. Never forgive them.
I still think the Cowboys are a very good football team. They absolutely blow the Patriots out last week. This is their first real test
not a very
against
good team.
Football team. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game outright. It does worry me that it's in San Fran, but you know what? Sometimes you got to take chances in life, and I'm going to take a chance on the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are a good football team. Monday night, Packers Raiders. I know you're going to say something dumb here, so go ahead and say it.
Raiders -2.
No, that's
not it.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. In Las Vegas, it's tough to play there.
No, it's not.
It's gotta be weird going there. I mean, just going to Vegas, playing in that place. It's like they don't really have a home fan, so it's gotta be weird. You're so used to like just the other team having the home advantage. It's always gonna be loud because there's gonna be a lot of people there at any point. It's always that place always has to sell out. I bet just because it's Vegas.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a home game for the Packers. That's what we call it.
Maybe it's just gonna be that'd be weird. A home game on the road. I think that'd be weird to be. You're so used to you feed off of the away crowd. So, but yeah, -2.
I think you're just being a hater. The Packers are going to win this game.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play. I'm pretty sure.
So shaken.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they can have whoever they want. Start. The Packers are winning this game. Give them
Devontae Adams is going to have a big game against his former team. That'd be big.
Devontae Adams has essentially quit on this season. He wants out so bad. He does.
One big game though. He wants to prove it to the Packers. Why did you get rid of me?
He could care less about this game.
I bet you're wrong.
He is a foot and a half out the door. He is ready to go.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're not right about that, but he wants to prove to a team that traded him they should have done it.
Nah, I don't see it. I think the Raiders stink, but this is a big one. The Packers sitting at 2-2. This is a big opportunity. You got to go ahead and take care of business.
Why is this a Monday Night Football game? I have no idea why.
Yeah,
before the season, I don't think either of these two teams were like teams you'd want to see on Monday Night Football.
But at the end of it, though, dude, look at the rest of the schedule. Name another game here that you'd rather see on a Monday night. All the games this week are not great. Because even the closest game is a
49ers Dallas, I would think. I guess it's on Sunday night, but
yeah, exactly. That's Sunday.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, the next closest one is a pick 'em between the Saints and the Patriots. Who cares? And then you have a 1.5 difference between the Falcons and the Texans. Really, who cares?
I think
But
this is a who cares game too. Really,
there's a lot of who cares here in this week. But hopefully, we'll get some good football, and it won't really matter. So we can live with that.